All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Alright. Good evening, people. Welcome back to my channel with Inside with MINDUP. I'm your host, MINDUP, right? Today, we have a special guest on my show. His name is Akeem Aaron. He's a very good friend of mine, and he's an artist. He's an athlete. He's a student. The list goes on and on. So, first of all, happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate or those who don't. Happy Thanksgiving to the vegans too, if you don't eat turkey. But I'm gonna move on to Akeem and let him introduce.
Have a good night. Good night. I hope you guys feeling good. The weather is great. The year almost finished. We have a lot to reflect on and be thankful for. It's a season greeting. I want you to help me thank everyone that's out there. The ones that's less fortunate than us. That missing a family member, missing someone, or don't have that much. And yeah, my name is Akeem Aaron. I would like to say that I'm an artist because there's so many stuff that is within me and stuff that I'm growing. I'm going through a progression right now, and I just want to grow. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. And me and my great friend saying we come a long way, and yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. So
That's great. I mean, the first time I met Akeem, it was crazy. Like, I usually don't talk to people much, and then Akeem came in with this like cheery smile on his face, and with that with the move and coming, it was like, yo, you gotta be my man, and you gotta be my friend, and that's how we made. So every day I tell stories, and today is like a life story of Akeem. So there's two reasons he came here today. The first is he wrote this new poem. So the story actually is that one day he hits me with this long, like freaking message, and I'm like, what the, right? And then I start reading, and it was like, okay, this is going good. And then he was like, okay, after reading the poem, could you send me some feedback? And I'm like, okay. And then the first thing I texted him back was like, dude, are you okay? Because the poem is so, it's unexplainable. I'll just let him read the poem, okay, Akeem?
yeah, definitely, I got you guys. So I call this poem. I call it Heart, and the reason why I call it Heart, I just want to give you guys like a brief summary of why I call it Heart. I call it Heart because it will hold a lot that we use on our day to day when it comes to emotions and the way we feel. So I'm gonna just spit it, alright? So bear with me. This is my piece. My piece, massive thought in a compassive ease, painting emotion as artwork is hard work. Though the art of understanding how the heart works. How do I speak from my heart to paint a whole picture from a uncaptured snap frame of mind? I need you to imagine the picture. Try to focus on the truth. Unwanted yet uncaptured truth. How do I speak from my heart to paint a whole picture from my heart feels nothing? Loving someone from the heart is so shallow. Even appearance could be so hollow. Like, how do you see? Like, how do I see you? Your chapters and captures, pale lens. I need deeper water, a vivid imagination. Why do I allow myself to deny my nerves? My nerves place emotions so far I stand from how I feel. How do I feel? I'd rather not use one word, but a collection of words that resonate the depth of my mind. I'd rather not risk my feelings, not for the sake of my heart, for it endures no emotion, but rather my mental health. These hill tours could be so steep, like a leap away from the room in which I stay to the distance, moon from a heavy day. Every phase grew me. Now I loom into a space above the heart, into the space of mind. And if it were you joining with these spoken words that travel without class, without metallic hydrogen gas or any form of trance, broken glass of my heart happen to be earthly to you or not. Broken glass with your feet, fear not step. I fear not for myself, but you. Somewhere there, I rest the whelming thoughts. I rest my aches and burdens of a tale rehearsed over and over, loud however concealed from every meeting its own ears or tongue. How do I speak from my heart to paint a whole picture? Which I see where my mind hides which hide beyond my forehead, where wonders lives and dreams strive as ideas identical to an innocent life of a child being born. How do I speak of which the naked eyes fail to grasp and paint such a dark heart without stroking a brush and a canvas? I love being in the dark. The absence of light make you use your senses, placing fear and misunderstanding in its right place. I'm in my element. How do I speak? How do I speak from my heart when my heart lack a mind of its own? Lack the vocal power to reach and hasn't reached nowhere? A vivid imagination. How? 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 I'm working on healing my mind to fix my vision. I've never been told to appreciate the mind, rather told. Lectured but never ventured. Yes, I've paid attention and listening has done me well. How do I speak from my heart? To paint which I see with my mind, with which to paint something when it's my ears that allow me to communicate. Why do you go deaf to my words? Here I stand on the bearings and survivals of my genes, genes that carry more than a thought. And it's a thought that brings beings into being. How do I speak from my heart to paint something when my heart feels a pain from exhausting the limits of my physical being and that it lack emotion? Keep us alive just. But if I was to die today, I would rather give my mind and my heart. And that's all I'm feeling.
Wow, that was great. I wish there was like a video you guys could see his face while he was like, reciting his poem. But I also want to give Akeem a, would you be able to explain this whole poem in like a summary or like a peek?
Oh yeah, definitely. So I've always experienced different emotion, and I've always had people, I got people that tell me that, yo, I love you, and I love you from my heart, and it's on my heart I love you from. And I'm like, damn, that's damn shallow. And then then there's people like, yo, you can't just love me for my appearance, and like that's shallow too. Like appearance is shallow, the loving part from your heart is shallow. And I'm thinking like, how do I visualize love like itself? Like how do I see love? Like what is love? And I started thinking about it, and then I'm trying to convey this old poem in a sense of making you think, but I'm also like, I'm taking you on a journey with these words. And basically, what I come to is my conclusion of love. My conclusion of love is a whole lot of things that stems from our mind. The only way we could feel love, you say, yo, you feel it in my heart, but what happened is, just as sex, like you're having like a orgasm or whatever, and you feel that the senses in you, like, and you feel that heightened, transcending feelings, right? It's just like that, and all this feelings is happening in your head. It's just the cerebral and everything, the cortex, everything working in your mind together to just have that moment, and that moment is happening as you being in that moment. And after that moment is done, it's hard to get back there. But love is all of that thing, all of those kind of stuff combined on each other. Trust. How do you trust somebody? You love these characteristics of a person. It's not the heart. It's like all the characteristics, like when you go through something and then somebody hurts you, but this person that you love, like even if they hurt you, they always make up for it in different ways that you wouldn't imagine somebody to do like that. Like, damn. So yeah.
In my understanding, are you saying that everything that is like people feel is not about like every time people say like, oh, I love you, and it's from the heart, right? Mm-hmm. So as you're saying, it's not the heart, it's the brain.
Yeah, like you ever like somebody, like you don't just like somebody, you might like somebody for their appearance, yeah, like they probably have a dress code that clicks with your mind, like it just, the colors, colors do stuff, and that's just one thing. But then after this person starts speaking, you saw this person reacting to things, you're like, nah, I don't like you for that. Like, you don't know, you're not mature enough to like react to stuff the right way. So there's probably like that toxic. They have this toxic way of going, like approach to stuff. So then you're like, you don't like that. And then they might have this other genuine way of like, all right, boom. She might look cute. She might be the cutest. She might be in shape or whatever the case is, but she may have this genuine personality, this way of just treating others around her, and it's morals, it's ethics, and different principles that they learn through life, and those are the things that you really like. But sometimes we don't know how to put stuff into perspective, like what we really like, and I met a lot of people like that.
I mean, I agree with you, but at the same time, I kind of disagree with you as well because, like you said, everybody has their own definition of love, and I have my different own. But what I want to know right now is that nobody comes up and like, yo, I wake up and like, I want to write a poem, right? There has to be a reason behind why you wrote this. Maybe something happened in the past why you wrote this. I just want to know the background story of how you came up and wrote this.
Okay. So, hold up.
Oh, we might need some water here.
So, you know, as I said from the beginning, like, I know, I be always thinking, I'll be thinking about, you know, the way we portray stuff like love in the movies, in the music, you know, poetry, in our day-to-day, and I've always find it that people are always just using words as, you know, they're just throwing words wrong, and they not really look into the deeper meaning of what it is. And I've been thinking, like, you know, I've been thinking a lot. And it's like, you know, I do have, like, go through, I wouldn't say heartbreak because, you know, I don't think from the heart. But, you know, I do have, like, my...
Mind breaks.
Not even that, because they're going to fall into, you know, like, you know, mental breakdown and those kind of stuff. But I feel like I have my hiccups in life where, you know, I might have interpreted somebody that I see the wrong way. I'm like, damn, they show me this one part of themselves, right? And I'm like, damn, yeah, they alright, let's go on that. Maybe I'm gonna just throw the whole bag at you, like, no, you know, my whole feelings at you, whatever the case is. But, you know, people wear filters, so, you know, when I realize that those filters is like hiding who they really is, I'm like, okay, nah, that's not what I want. And, you know, the only way you could, like, you know, get to the bottom of that is actually thinking clearly. Like, you know, there's emotions that goes off in our head. Like, in our mind, there's so many neurons in our mind, and we can have, like, you know, an average person have, like, damn, I forgot my whole research, but, like, the average person has about 3 billion or more thoughts a day. And, you know, I'm not the average person, so
Whoa, did you say 3 billions or more thoughts?
Yeah, a day, like, for real.
Okay.
And,
I have
you know,
to do some research on that.
And I have more thoughts than that, so, you know, I be overthinking stuff sometimes. Sometimes I'm thinking just as precise as I should for the situation. And, you know, yeah, that's all come about right in the poem. So I was just basically, you know, something happened, a lot of stuff happened that led up to the moment. But basically I was starting thinking about, you know, what really connects the heart and the mind. And I started thinking about the different things that actually connect to the mind. Because the mind control everything. So if the mind control everything, and everything is even though everything seems as it's spontaneously happening, it's actually not. I mean, it is, but in a sense, everything is happening in your head, you know, and then you experience it, and you like, oh, we pointed in it there and there and there, and yeah, that's how I feel about it.
I mean, I mean, that I agree, because I feel like it's not even head, or it's not even heart. Like, you can't, like, all those stuff cannot work, like, they have to work together. If you don't have a mind, I mean, that's it, you're flat. Or if you don't have a heart, that's it, you're flat too. So it's like a machine. Like, you need both the things True. In order to, like, True. You know, roll together. And with that note, I really love to ask more, but it's time to play something. And I've been streaming onto this new song by Arizona. It's Roxanne. It's kind of like the guy tells how the girl is treating and stuff. It's like I like the beat, so let me put out. Enjoy, guys.
I like this.
Alright, that was good. Okay, that was good. Okay. Woo! You went all in, man. Okay.
I did.
We're gonna need that now.
I lose a lot of thoughts too. Like, there's a lot of thoughts that I forget.
It's cool.
But it's all good.
I forget a lot of things when I'm doing this. I'm like, and it's like, before I used to come in all prepared, written it down, right? Mm-hmm. But like the time goes on, I thought it was better like not preparing too much, like just have the topic and like say things like you go.
That song dope.
Yeah. I love this song, man.
Yeah, you just put me on. I'm gonna actually try to get it after I finish it.
This one?
Yeah.
Like I like the way that every time like the songs are like women trying to say something to the guy, like how they did stuff like that. But this is like the opposite, like the guy version of like saying, okay, she did this, she did that, and I don't understand.
Yeah, that dialogue is important.
Yeah.
It's important. So like, I have a dialogue. Yeah. Yo, what's going on there?
Everything's chill here, man.
Oh, y'all doing the mustache thing too?
Which one?
The mustache challenge. November beard, mustache. You cut off your
I
mustache.
don't know, man.
Alright. Now it was a note. I was to make more notes.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot.
Nah, go with the flow.
I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
flow.
It's every time I do my show, oh shit, I should have said that, but it's cool. Like, seriously, it's cool. And there was Roxanne by Arizona. I kind of love this song because every time you hear, like, I think the majority song, I don't know the stats, but like it's women telling or women shading about over their boyfriends or stuff like that, but it's like the opposite. So there that is. And now, like I said, I really want to know something about Akeem. So Akeem here is also an athlete. If you guys don't know, he was fourth place in 800 meter run in NJCAA Division III National Championship.
Hey.
So yay! And I just wanted to know if you could share the memories, like how you were feeling that day. How did you feel when you came fourth, and what was the background story in that?
This is a throwback. Okay. For me, every race before it happened, it takes place in your head, where you try to, like, based on the strategy that you practice before the race and the strategy that you practice before the race, you try to actually execute it in the race. But no, my race, those races that I did which was last semester, not this summer semester, spring semester, which I did. There was a lot of stuff happening. I was running injured. I was practicing. I was actually coaching myself many of the times, and many times I was with the team. I only get that much to do with the team because it was like I was doing 8 classes. I live in New Jersey, and then I go to Kingsbar, and it's like so much was going on. Oh yeah, I was working in too at school, and I was doing my tutoring, because it was like, damn, math is not a thing for me.
And that's where we met.
Math was mad challenging, but I'm thankful for also meeting you. You also make math much more easy for me. And I executed everything, but at the meet, like there was times I'm scared, but at times like when I'm scared, I'm like, boy, I've been busting my ass all the time, man. I've been working for this moment. Ain't nobody gonna beat me here. And then you get to the meet, and it's like, damn, I didn't work hard enough. I worked hard as I could, but there's only so much time that I actually tribute to my workout, and there was stuff that was lacking, and not just that too. I was quite in shape as well, but like I didn't have somebody to actually back me in the mental aspect, like to motivate me, like the coaches that I had. There was so much going on, and I don't want to mention all that, but there was so much going on that actually limit me, because like in high school, like there was many races that I ran in high school. Many races I was so scared. I was like, coach, I am scared. I'm not running today. He was like, son, you got this. And he gave me like a pat. They were like, yo, you got this. I was like, you sure? I was like, you got this? I was like, all right, cool. And then
wait a minute, let me hold you there. Did you say your teacher gave you pot to run?
No, like a pat on the back or the shoulder.
Oh, I heard pot. I mean, like, yo, you're gonna get out.
So like that used to go a long way. Like the brief talk, like, yo, you could do this. Cause sometimes, like, even though you work hard enough, like you're already in shape to do so much great stuff, it's something you just have a limitation based on your mind not being mentally prepared. Like you could be physically prepared, not mentally prepared, and that's is like the stuff I'll be writing about nowadays. Cause I used to always just be mad impulsive. I'm still impulsive, but like sometimes we're so impulsive that we don't actually reflect on what actually motivates us. And I was trying to tell the coach that a lot, but